Hey guys, don't be alarmed at my face because there's nothing on it. This video I just decided I wanted to do basically like a get ready with me, which I've done a couple of those in the past, but it's been a while. I just thought I would put my makeup on and film it and talk to you guys. I don't know, but this is what I deal with. Well, it's a little more exaggerated for some reason right now. I've got some stuff going on that I don't know what it is. But I do usually have all this redness on my nose. I usually do always have that. But this stuff, I don't know. This little guy right here, he is like under the skin and I'm gonna start out with some primer, and I'm almost through this container, bottle, whatever. This is the Maybelline Master Prime, and I've got the green one, the Blur plus Redness Control. It seems to work pretty well. I mean, I don't know. I haven't noticed anything about it that I don't like, so I just continue to use it. But, I just started using primer, like, okay, I should have put my hair up. I need to do that. I just started using primer, like, I don't know, maybe within the last year or so. And it was mostly just from, like, getting samples from like Birchbox and Ipsy and stuff that kind of intrigued me to start trying primers, because I guess the purpose of a primer is to, I don't know if the main purpose is to like make your makeup last longer through the day, or if it's to give you like a nice smooth canvas before you put your foundation on. That's what I like about it, is that it gives you a good like smooth foundation to put your foundation on. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair up in a lovely low ponytail. Woo! I don't really know exactly how long you're supposed to let primer sit before you put foundation on, but now this next step, I switch it up like all the time. As far as concealer and foundation, sometimes I'll put foundation on first, then concealer. Sometimes I'll put concealer on, then foundation. I think today I'm gonna put concealer on first because we got a lot to conceal. I'm using the Laura Geller, the Real Deal Concealer Serious Coverage in the color Light. And I had this in a Birchbox Points haul recently. It takes like hardly any at all, and I'm just gonna try to cover up some of this stuff that's going on. I really like concealer. It's like one of my favorite things in life. No. And let me preface, some of you guys might be watching me right now and being like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? She's not applying that right. I'm not an expert by any means. This is just how I like to put on my makeup, so.
I'm just gonna hide those imperfections, those red marks, those pimples.
I'm applying it with this, this is actually a brush that I just got in my Ipsy bag this month, but I tried it for eyeshadow a couple times, but I found that I really prefer it for applying concealer. And then I'm just going in with this Real Techniques sponge. Very, very comparable to a beauty blender. Beauty blenders are like 20 bucks a piece, and this guy is like $5, and I've had one beauty blender before that I got. I used some Birchbox points to get it in the past, and I mean, I really enjoyed it, but I ended up trying this sponge because it was cheaper, and the similarities are pretty good. We covered some of this stuff, but I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna keep going on with my foundation and see if I can cover it more, because I don't want to just cake it on. This is the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous, and I love this foundation. I've been using it for maybe a year now. Usually I wear this shade. This is 105. This is like the lightest shade that they have. It's Classic Ivory, but I have been self-tanning, which I need to do it again because it's been about a week. But right now when I'm self-tanning, I move a shade up to 110 Creamy Natural. I just really like this foundation. I always apply it with my little spongy. And I have no rhyme or reason to how I apply my foundation. I just kind of go in random spots and
blend it out, you know what I'm saying? Blending it down onto the neck.
This is gonna be a really long video, guys. I can already tell you. I'm already 7 minutes in here. I'm sure it's a shorter time since I'm gonna edit this, but okay, there's most everything covered. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna spot treat, like, I'm gonna fix this guy right here, make him not be so red, and fix some of these other spots with concealer, foundation, whatever I will figure out. And then after that, I'm gonna set it with this Juice Beauty refining finishing powder in the color Ivory. I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got everything else covered up as good as I could and used my powder. I actually use the same sponge to apply my powder with. You don't necessarily need a brush to put on your powder with. It's a multifunctional tool. You can use it for liquid and powders. You can still see this guy pretty good, but it's mostly because he's so pronounced that he's making his own shadow. That's why you can still see it. But everything else is covered pretty well. So next I usually go in with bronzer, and this is like honestly one of the only bronzers I've ever tried. It's the Benefit Hoola, but I just love this stuff so much. I've had this for over a year, I believe. So it might even need to be thrown out technically, but I ain't going to because I still got a whole bunch left. But I'm just going to use this e.l.f. powder brush. That's what I usually use. It comes with this little guy, but I don't use that very often. Just get a little bit on the brush and add a little bit of dimension to your face. You know what I'm saying? Can you see that difference? Put some on your forehead. And occasionally I will try to contour my nose with this Hoola, and I'll just like use like an eyeshadow brush and kind of go down the sides of my nose here, but it never turns out exactly what I'm hoping for, so I don't do that often. But next we're gonna do some blushy blush, and this is actually a sample I got in a Birchbox. This is Laura Geller Baked Blush-N-Brighten in the colors Tropic Hues. It's really pretty. It's like this marbledy kind of look. But I just kind of swirl my brush around in it. I really like this blush because it has kind of a highlighty effect to it. Like it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. Which is, I like that for summertime. So there's that. And next, I suppose we will do our eyebrows. I'm very disappointed, or sad, I don't know. I had this Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is like $21, but I used some Birchbox points and got it for free, or maybe I paid like $1 for it. But I love the actual pencil. I'm going to use that a little bit, but my spoolie broke.
My spoolie broke.
So I've been having to bring out this guy again. So just brush your little browies up into place however you want them. then I'm just gonna kind of outline a little bit. I'll get as close as I can here, guys, but don't do anything too dramatic. I just kind of fill in a little bit. Make the edges a little more defined. That's what I usually am trying to do. Can you see the difference just in that compared to this one? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm like barely even pushing down. I'm just doing like small little strokes. But once you go through once you go through that, you can just kind of blend that color back in. And a new step that I've just recently added, I guess last month, I got this little sample of Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is the shade 1. It's the lightest color. It's basically just a brow gel. It's got a little bit of a color to it, but it just kind of brushes your brows like into place. I mean, obviously it does give it a little bit of a color. Lots of times I'll use just this. I won't even use the pencil, but doubled up they are pretty cool together. Pretty cool. So, there we go. So, okay, now we're done with brows. Hoopty-doopty, look at that. Okay. Let's see, what am I forgetting? Next, we'll move on to the eyeballs. I don't feel like putting on any highlighter today, but usually if I do highlighter, I love this Mary Luminizer from the Balm, and it's just a really pretty shimmery color. And I'll get like a little brush and I'll just hit right here on my cheekbones and like right there on the end of your nose, and then like right here. But I'm not gonna do that today. Not gonna do anything too crazy on eyeshadow today. I am not that great at doing eyeshadow, honestly. But I am gonna go in with just a plain old base color. You see, this color looks like my skin. This is just a little eyeshadow sampler thing from Coastal Scents I got in a Birchbox. Put that all over. We'll do that, and then since I'm not doing anything too crazy today, I'm just gonna go in with one color on the lid. I'm not gonna do any crazy blending or anything, but I've got this little Ipsy and NYX palette. I believe I got this in my Ipsy bag last September. But I'm just going to use this brown shade in the middle. It's kind of a shimmery brown shade. I'm going to use this brush that I got in an Ipsy bag. Half of my makeup is from Birchbox and Ipsy bags, guys.
Put it on the lid. Put it on the lid.
Like my thumb? Nothing too crazy. Just a little bit of color. You see that? Yeah. When I'm putting just one color on like this, I typically try to stay right there in my crease. You know, I just kind of go back and forth in the crease and don't go above that. I mean, that's what I usually do. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't know what I'm doing. That's what it looks like. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. So moving on, next step is curl your eyelashes. Lots of girls don't do this, but I always curl my lashes because, I mean, I have pretty long lashes, but okay, I'm gonna curl one side and show you the difference that it makes.
Yeah, just get your lashes in there and you squeeze them. You squeeze them in there, okay?
Can you see that? How they're up above now, whereas these are just kind of going straight out. It makes a really big difference on how your mascara looks.
Squeeze it. And I'll go back and forth a couple times, squeezing them.
And I always like to curl my lashes before I put on any kind of eyeliner. Now, this eyeliner looks so sad. Look at this. The crown is out of the tube. Bloop! Go back in there, little guy. I need to sharpen it, but I'm not going to right now. This is a eyeliner from Julep. If you've ever heard of Julep, they are a nail polish subscription service. I got this from their website. This is an awesome eyeliner. I got the color Rich Brown, and it is so creamy. It goes on so easy. Just a really tiny line today is all we're gonna do. Eyeliner is something that I struggled with for the longest time, and I still do. I mean, I can't even talk when I'm trying to put it on. It's just something that doesn't come very easily for me, and that's all I do. I don't do any of the like tight lining where you like go underneath or like in your waterline. I have contacts, and my eyes are just really sensitive, and I just can't do that. I've tried it before, putting a liner in my waterline, and it just like, it comes off. I don't understand, but and it irritates my eyes, so I just steer away from that. Now, this mascara I'm putting on is like my absolute favorite mascara. This is Benefit They're Real. I have a lot of Benefit products, guys, and I've come to find out that they're one of my favorite makeup brands. And I would have never discovered them if it wasn't for Birchbox. But here's the brush. I just got this in my Birchbox this month. They call it a lengthening mascara, but it's just all around like volumizing and everything. I just really like it. Concentration. Yeah. You see the difference? This eye has mascara on it, and this one doesn't. So let's change that. Okay, and that's it. I do not typically put mascara on my bottom lashes because they're long enough on their own, and if I put it on, it just seems to like rub down onto my, like under my eye, and sometimes I'll do it, but on an everyday basis, no. But I think that's it, guys. I think that's all that I'm gonna put on my face. Now I just haven't done anything to my hair. I was thinking about doing a video talking about hair products that I like. If you guys think you would like that, then let me know. Because I don't think I've ever really shared what kind of hair products I like to use, like shampoos and conditioners and detanglers and all that kind of stuff. I think that is everything I want to put on my face today. I'll probably just put on some chapstick or something. I hope you guys like this video. I haven't ever really done one of these whole like talk through makeup things in a while, and just in case you're curious, I will post all the products that I used in the description below. Like if you're curious about something that I used and you didn't catch what I said, I'll put it all below. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I post a brand new video every single Friday. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!